Hey everybody, it's Highly an Alchemist, and welcome back to Let's Play Paper Mario. In the last episode, we went up to Star Haven with the help of the Star Spirits, and so with also that kind of help, we used their little super-powered flying car that we got there, and we have made it to Bowser's Castle, even though we could very easily fly into Peach's Castle, but Mario chose not to, but I'm not going to say anymore. So in this episode, at long last, we have now reached the final dungeon, the very definitely final dungeon, and of course, therefore, Chapter 8, now we're in Bowser's Castle. So, what do you say, after all those couple of years that, this LP has gone for, like, too long, let's say we finally end this Let's Play once and for all, even though there's just gonna be, like, a few more episodes. I'm only, like, just starting at the beginning of this dungeon. But we're almost there. We're almost there, folks. It's getting close. So, for the last bout, let's just go and explore this castle and just hopefully make our way up to the top and, see what kind of traps that'll await us there. By the way, this track here, the track is playing right now, this song fucking slaps. I gotta say, I do love this track. I don't know why. Like, so many of any Bowser-themed kind of dungeons or any Bowser-themed songs here, they always gotta sound so good. I really gotta say that much. And also, as per the course of the final dungeon, new enemies, of course. And these are enemies that we did see before. We never got to fight them directly because, well, they were in those patron interludes. Koopa Trolls, we know those guys. So, yeah, they're elite Koopa soldiers. They are the highest ranked guards of Bowser's Castle. Max HP is 8, attack power is 4, and defense power is 3. In case you haven't noticed, they're fitted with spikes. Don't jump on them unless you have the Spike Shield badge. When their HP drops low, they'll charge up power for one last ditch attack. The power of the desperate attack is 10. They've also been known to call in reinforcements when they're in trouble. Don't underestimate these nasty Koopas, Mario. So yes, another one of those enemies where they do call in reinforcements, and so I would definitely recommend any of the screen nuke attacks because, holy shit guys, I can't tell you how much I really hated those kind of things in RPGs where enemies would just go call in reinforcements. They're one of my biggest pet peeves in any kind of RPG game, in which they would just, call more of their buddies. It does happen quite a bit in those RPGs, and so it annoys me to death, and I hate it so much. See, like that there. You see this animation where the Koopa Troll kind of spins around, then that's when they call in reinforcements. And that is annoying as shit, and so I want to go ahead and just finish it off real quick. So yes, they're fitted with spikes, but yeah, since I have the Spike Shield badge equipped, then I'm probably going to keep having that equipped. Then, yeah, you can just jump on them like that, because this dungeon will have a lot of enemies with spikes on them. Well, because of course they're Bowser's minions. They're always gonna have like spikes on any one of them. But yeah, because of that, then I would just have to keep the Spike Shield badge equipped. And yes, like I said, screen nuke attacks are recommended because of how they would call in reinforcements. Much like just using the Star Storm, Star Power. And yes, lots of star points that are to drop there. Alright, now we have the castle key, which will unlock the front gate of Bowser's Castle. And oh, look at that, those poor toads. They're still trapped in there. Yeah, it looks like there's a bunch of the toads that still haven't escaped from the castle, and so they're being held prisoner, unfortunately. Those poor souls. Oh well, who gives a shit? Oh wow, I sound cruel there. That's one thing though. They just didn't do that much of a good job of guarding the castle, and so they just get in prison for that. You had one job there, guys. And yes, also fair warning, because of all this animation here. Well, kind of rather impressive animation with the lava flowing out of there. Yeah, it's kind of like too much for the N64 to handle, and so it does kind of lag a bit. So. There's just that there. And I keep getting hit by so many of the first strikes there. But yeah, like I said, this track here fucking slaps. And as you progress further in the castle, the music actually does build up with more instrumentation. But yeah, I really do love this track. It's so good. And also, yes, I went back over to Toad Town and had Tasty to cook those two ingredients, like the maple syrup and the super shrooms, because you're probably gonna need those. And I also have the Whack-a-Bone too. Anyway, another new enemy, Hammer Bros. And, of course, you guys would probably know how much I hate Hammer Brothers. Let's go and get their title entry. These are the Hammer Brothers. You've seen these punks before, haven't you? Yes, and they are wrestling nuisances. Max HP is 12, attack power 5, and defense power 1. Be careful of that hammer. If it hits you, you'll get shrunk in a wink. When Hammer Bros get desperate, they'll hurl a ton of hammers, so watch it. These guys have been a pain for ages, so let's give them an old-fashioned whopping. As always, they're not to be underestimated. Yes, Goon Mario has it right there. They have always been such a pain in the ass in pretty much all the other Mario games. And they are no slouch here because, like, you know, yeah, see, like that there. Once they hit with the hammer successfully, if you don't guard against the attacks, as such, which I wasn't able to, you do get the shrink stats effect. And, yeah, as a result, then your attack power becomes absolute shit. So, again, I guess I would probably, well, I don't think bow would work, actually, because her smack attack probably wouldn't work against defensive enemies, so, yeah, you could actually still always use, have Watt out. I should have just finished off that other Hammer Bro, and you're gonna just finish him up, because he had 1 HP left, but, no, past me was an idiot, and so I just went for the other one. But yeah, for most of those enemies here in this dungeon, it's also pretty much recommended to have Watt because you know how absolutely useful she is. You know, she's very good about her kind of attacks, with just with 5 damage to inflict, with just her regular attack. Because she is definitely one of the best partners to use, like especially in battle. But yes, they're very much like, Hammer Brothers are just as annoying as they always were. And, I hate Hammer Brothers so much. And, oh, what do we have here?
Welcome, Worm. I'm called the guard door at Bowser's Castle. It's my job to keep suspicious types from entering. You must be Mario. Let me guess. Do you want to go through here? You want to get to the other side of this wall, right?
Well, yes, of course I do.
Okay, then. Stand in front of me.
Alright, sure. I'll go right in front of you talking to her.
Are you standing squarely in front of me? Okay, then. I'll let you go through.
Fucking course. Son of a bitch. I knew it. I knew this would happen, so, yep, never trust anybody.
You fell for it, Worm! You'll never escape from that impenetrable prison. Try all you like. All you'll do is exhaust yourself. I'll tell you what. If you make it back up here, I'll let you go through. How's that? I know you'll never make it. I hope you have a good time shaking and crying down there.
Fuck you. And yes, I decided to give him the voice of a stereotypical middle school bully because that's kind of how they give. Oh, they're the Prime Minister. Oh, Mario, you came at long last. As you can see, we're in a horrible situation. Princess Peach is who knows where, and her beautiful castle is being run by Bowser's horrid staff of rejects. Nothing fills me with more joy than serving this castle with my heart and soul, but right now there's nothing I can do. We have no choice but to rely on you now, Mario. Please, at least save our dear Princess Peach. Yeah, sure. I mean, that's probably gonna happen. This wouldn't have happened if we had better defenses. Well, then fucking make better defenses then! You wanna know the reason why that you guys, that Princess Peach keeps getting kidnapped? I can't speak today. Why Princess Peach keeps getting kidnapped? Because you suck at your fucking jobs of guarding the castle properly. Oh, and you know what? You say that you just want to do better. You want to apologize to Peach, and and if you have better defenses. But guess what? Judging by later Mario games, you didn't even learn a goddamn thing, and so she still gets kidnapped as a result. No matter what you say, you guys still suck at your jobs. You have the worst security system ever in the castle, and so you just let her get kidnapped. Ugh. It's such a wonder that you guys still haven't gotten fired from all this. Anyway, we see a crack in the wall right there, so we'll just go ahead and use a bomb bomb right here. There we go. It's a piece of cake to break these walls. The material's weak. These are much easier than the walls of Koopa Brothers' fortress. You're really lucky you have me along, aren't you? Yeah, of course. Also, yeah, speaking of things that suck, yeah, even Bowser's Castle sucks. Well, because, like, apparently somebody didn't do a good job of the foundation properly because, well, these walls are weak. And so I was able to easily escape from that prison. So anyways, so I guess for this kind of section here, yeah, I forgot to mention though that Bowser's Castle is divided into like 3 sections. There's also those door guys they had to get through. You know, those talking door guys. And so yeah, I'm just gonna go by each section for each of those videos. So we're at the first one, and so basically for this one, we just have to just find a way out just by like. You know, we broke out of the prison, of course, but we just gotta find the, a long way just to get back to the door guy, because that's kind of our objective at this point. Is just finding ways of just going through obstacles just to get out of that prison itself. But yeah, that's basically just like just having to go through that. So we're just not out of the woods yet. And yes, of course, this is where Lackluster comes into play, and just going across lava. And if you actually look closely, like you can see that, that cloud there is just like just trying so hard just to resist the lava right there. I mean, it's basically a cloud. I mean, Lackluster gonna do just fine over that. But well, that's who he's for. But yeah, he's just kind of like trying a little too hard to resist the lava there. That's why that you can kind of feel that it's he's going a little slower than how he normally is. He doesn't look very happy. Well, what Mario's making him do. I mean, just that's Yoshi actually. Just ask Yoshi, of course, in Super Mario World. And also another thing with this dungeon is that this is actually where it's basically like just like with all other final dungeons, it's kind of like kind of like a final exam where just just take everything that you've experienced through this game, and this is actually where pretty much all the partners come into play. Yeah, this is where you get to use like every single one of your partners for each of the obstacles that we can do. So yeah, Bowser's Castle does like have all that there. We can just just have all your partners at your disposal. Alrighty, so it's going to... I did not mean to do that. I think you actually can jump across there, but either I must have not gone off or gone a little close to the edge too much, or I got a little too anxious, and so yeah, if you're not really feeling it, you actually can use a parry carry to get across there, because I mean it really does look like something you can jump over by yourself, but I don't know. Maybe I just got a little too anxious or something like that. But yeah, that's where you can just use a parry carry there. Yeah, see, I can actually still jump those. Of course, you might as well do so anyway, because those platforms actually can sink. I like how there's that whirlpool of lava, even though I guess it doesn't really do anything. Well, I mean, if you're just going over with a Lackluster, then I guess it just doesn't really do anything else. So yes, bear in mind this dungeon is very long. I mean, as for the course with all other final dungeons, but it is a very long one. So just throw that out there. Let's see. I wonder what there to talk about, because I haven't really got much to say. Unfortunately, we can't really get up to or get up to that platform for this chest. Oh, let's see. I know. I guess just to talk about some other news that came up. I know. I guess I did see the direct for Splatoon 3 with those new updates there, and I gotta say, like, I don't know why. There's been a lot of people who just complain so much as like how it's being a little too similar to Splatoon 2, but like they actually do. I believe they did add in some new things, and actually for one thing I do want to say, yeah, Splatfest are back, of course, and they're having the first one to be like right at its launch day. So that, of course, I'm definitely going to participate, because I do plan on getting the game right exactly at its launch day. But yeah, there's like 3 teams this time around instead of like the usual 2 on like the previous 2 games. So that's actually interesting. Well, that's actually because there's only like 3 characters for the news team instead of 2, because there's the 2 main idols and and of course Big Man, the the new Manta Ray. So that's why there's like 3 teams. So there's of course rock paper scissors. I'm gonna go with Team Rock actually because well, I mean I've always been kind of a rock guy anyway. Also, that was a mystery bag I just picked up. I don't know if we ever did come across those before, if I ever did. I mean, it's been a long time. Yeah, this LP has gone on for so long. But once you use this mystery bag, then yeah, a random item will pop out. I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna use it or for some. I don't know, but I do have all the other important items though. But anyways, so yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go with Team Rock. So well, because I mean, I've always been kind of I've always been a little more rock guy there. But yeah, I wouldn't really say that it's just all samey or anything, because you do see they did add like a lot of new content there. So I don't know why people's going. People just love to complain about some stupid shit. That's what the gaming community is nowadays. They just can never be satisfied with anything, and that is unfortunate. But overall, though, I'm definitely excited for Splatoon 3, because I mean, like, it's funny how about a couple years back, I actually kind of did retire from Splatoon 2, because after they did all the returning Splatfests, and I did participate in them, and I think the very final one was for Mario's it was Mario's 30th anniversary. Yeah, that was just about like a year ago. So I wouldn't participate in that one, and so after that, then I put the game down. Oh, actually, first things first. Oh, Mario is right there. Now, what were we supposed to do in this situation? Kambi Koopa told us something, but I'm drawing a total blank. I think she told us not to let him touch that switch. Oh no! Do you think that means we have to fight him? No! He'll wipe the floor with us! Stop your belly aching! Who says we should be afraid of Mario, huh? He's not so bad. Whatever happens, we can't let him push this switch. Don't you care that King Bowser needs our help? Come on, take this plumber. Show him what you're made of. We have no choice. Gotta be brave. Gotta be. Attack! Alright, mini boss time. We just have Koopa Trolls and Magic Koopa, which we haven't really we haven't gotten the talent entry for the regular Magic Koopas. So yeah, Magic Koopas are the elite magicians of the Koopa clan. Max HP is 11, attack power 6, and defense power 0. Tread carefully, Mario. Their magical attacks pack a serious punch. They know many nasty spells. We better beat them before they can do anything crazy. So, even though we actually did encounter that one blue Magic Koopa earlier, that was just a tutorial battle, and so we haven't really gotten the entry. But this is actually where we legitimately encounter the Magic Koopa for the first time. And that's for one kind of difference between all the other Magic Koopas with different robes that we've encountered. This one would definitely be the ultimate Magic Koopa, and because of that, they know these ones know every single attack that all the other ones do. The ones in the blue robes. So yeah, this one, he went ahead and did the Static Shock ability for this Koopa Troll. But they'll do other things, like turning them invisible or powering them up their attacks or defense stats. Yeah, they would just know everything. So they're basically the ultimate Magic Koopas. So as with all the other ones, it's always best to take them out first, because they are definitely the most annoying in this game. Let's go ahead and just finish them up. Well, I wouldn't say finish them up, but like just give them a tidal wave, because you know what they're gonna do is just call reinforcements. So, anyways, yeah, that's just what I'd say there. But yeah, other than that, though, I'm excited for Splatoon 3, and yeah, like after that last one where it was like to celebrate Mario's 30th anniversary with a Mushroom versus Star. I think I was Team Star when I participated in that Splatfest. Yeah, after all that, like after all those other Splatfests I did, and so after I've done pretty much everything, like single player campaign and the Octo expansion, then that's actually when I basically kind of like retired from the Splatoon series. But then seeing more, then seeing the announcement of Splatoon 3 and seeing all of what that game has to offer now, then I'm very much excited for that and looking forward to it. What is it? The lava cooled down and turned hard enough to walk on? Oh, how convenient. I didn't really fancy the idea of becoming a fried fish. Well, your name is Sushi, so... I wouldn't think too clearly into that. Anyways. So yeah, after seeing all that there, then, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it, and so, I'm kind of like, just going back to the, willing to go back into some more, Splatoon action. It still kind of feels like I'm out of practice, though, so maybe I could probably just get back to, I don't know, maybe previously, probably go back to, Splatoon 2, and just kind of, like, kind of get those, Splatoon muscles, spruced back up there, and just, maybe, maybe just, go back into action, because, like I said, feels like I'm a lot of practice, so I'm just gonna have to practice some more there. But yeah, yeah, like I said, I'll definitely get on this launch day, and it does, and seeing those kind of effects there, like it's just going by the, the kind of chaos in it. Considering that Team Chaos won, which is a shame because, we have Team Order lost. No. Ah, well, loss is a loss. I mean, we'll get it next time. But Team Rock shall prevail. And we shall, prevail we shall! But yeah, that's with all the other things, with these, new features, like there's, like, new customizations, and also the, single-player campaign, which I hope should be more interesting, because, it kind of looks like they're delving a little more into the lore of the, Splatoon, universe, I would say, with, well, I mean, with this whole thing about, having, or all of mankind having been wiped out, and, squids and octopuses kind of rule the earth, and that is actually dark for a game as lighthearted as that. But, yeah, Return to the Mammal Lands, it's basically, with, the Octarians, like, basically growing, like, fur for some reason. And, well, like, basically getting infected with, the mammals and whatnot, because, with mammals haven't been supposedly wiped out, but they're kind of, like, making a return. Because I know Octo Expansion kind of, like, delved into that kind of, lore, so it looks like the single-player mode would actually just, like, kind of look a little further into that. So, yeah, I'm hoping that it would just, be a little more interesting, at least, and just kind of, like, a delve into that, because that's actually one thing I want to see more of in Splatoon, is, just, with, the series kind of, like, touching upon the lore of it all, with, the whole origin story of it all. So that's actually kind of one thing I wanted to see in the single-player campaign, and so hopefully, hopefully it should do just that. So, anyway, so we have this section here, and yeah, it's all a dark room, and so this is also where Walk comes into play. And we have those, of course, those new enemies right here, these new types of beetles here. Unfortunately, I can't really get their bio. I mean, I did show off the first encounter with them, but, yeah, unfortunately, I can't really get their title entry because if you switch out your partners aside from Wad, then the room will get dark again, so they're rendered completely useless, and so therefore, Good Mario can't really see who to tattle. So yeah, once you're fighting the enemies, then yeah, your only best choice is Watt, because without her, then well, actually it's not just the partners; it's actually Mario himself who is completely useless in the dark. So yeah, that's why we just have this long dark cave they have to get through, and where Watt comes into play. And there's also some entirely different music right there when you're in this dark cave there. Instead of just the usual theme. It feels so airy with all the drums there. This is also a good track as well. I also like the way the drums are, because it kind of feels like, it kind of feels like a bit of a menacing dark cave that you're in right now. And of course some more Koopa Trolls that we have to encounter. That's a good thing I'm working on all the coins right there. Oh god, look at all that lag there. Of course, I will say, graphically speaking, it actually does look pretty nice. Well, I mean, this is a game that came out in 2001, and so, and sorry that voice cracker there, but yeah, it came out in 2001, and so that's kind of like where, well, pretty much almost to the end of the N64's lifespan. But yeah, I would say that the art style here kind of does look better. Well, I mean, the kind of 3D graphics that are right there, it does look a little more impressive than, compared to earlier N64 titles. I mean, this is also one of those games where the the expansion pack isn't really required. Because I know like some couple games, like especially in a Majora's Mask, that does actually require an expansion pack. Because Majora's Mask is such a damn good looking game with details there. But yeah, because of that, then the expansion pack actually is required just to with all the just those new or good looking graphics there. And I gotta say, same thing with Conker's Bad Fur Day, because like Conker's Bad Fur Day also doesn't really require the expansion pack, but it is such a the game also does look amazing as well. Especially for N64 standards. I mean, just look around the environments, and there's like, it's such a great looking game with those details right there. I mean, I don't know what else there is to say about it. It's definitely one of the best looking N64 games as well. Which I mean, more than that, well, once I get to do a let's play of that game, and oh, that's gonna be a fun one. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much all there is. Oh shit! Another magic coop there. Ah no! I don't want to. I don't want to get hit by the curse of the PlayStation there. No! Curse you, Sony! Just being here in my Nintendo game. But it looks like the exit's right there, so we'll go ahead and just exit right out of there, and then just one last thing. We just have to push the statue, and we should be done with this section. This actually ended up being a long video because well, because of the whole just because of the whole obstacles we had to go through just to make it here, and we're back.
You came back? You escaped from that underground jail? But there was no way you could escape. Of all the dirty tricks. I guess I had to keep my word. You can go through. But don't think I'll forget this.
Alright, yeah, sure. Go ahead, Dick. Yeah, doors have to be absolute assholes to you. Well, in Bowser's Castle, at least. And so, now we're done with this section, because there's that save block right there. Yeah, after you get done with the section, and so, like, after you, get through that, that door, then there's usually a save block right there, and that's when you're done with the section. So, we'll go ahead and, call it a wrap right here for now, since, there's actually a couple more sections, and so we'll just, save here, because there was that save block there. So anyways, so next time on Let's Play Paper Mario, we're going to continue onwards with the next section of Bowser's Castle, and see what's the next kind of trial that we have to go through, like probably a bit more. So until next time, see you guys later.